SAE 3402 Assurance Reports on Controls at a Service Organization. SAE 3402 applies when service organization is responsible for making an assertion about the suitable design of controls. Generally, controls of a service organization which are likely to be relevant to the user entities as it relates to financial reporting are considered during assurance engagement of SAE 3402. Objectives of Service Auditor as per SAE 3402 to obtain reasonable assurance about the following: whether service organization description of its system fairly presents the system as designed and implemented throughout the specified period, whether the controls related to control objectives stated in service organization description of system were suitably designed, whether controls related to control objectives were operated effectively throughout the specified period. Note: after obtaining reasonable assurance, service auditor is required to report on the above matters, including his findings. Important considerations while performing an engagement under SAE 3402: ethical requirements, materiality, acceptance of terms, understanding of entity and its environment, performing procedures and obtaining evidence, obtaining written representation, and considering subsequent events. Reporting as per SAE 3402. General elements of audit report such as title, address, CE, management's responsibility, auditor's responsibility, date, place, and signature. Specific elements in case of SAE 3402 that are specifically given in this SAE are in the opinion paragraph, depending upon type 1 and type 2, content should be expressed in positive form, that is, description fairly presents service organization's system that has been designed and implemented, and controls related to control objectives were suitably designed and were operating effectively, that is type 2. Limitation of controls should be specified. For example, these controls are described and prepared to meet common needs of their users and auditors. Auditor should include a statement that engagement was performed as per SAE 3402, complied with ethical requirements, etc. If services are performed by a sub-service organization, then it should be referred in the auditor's report. If description of system includes the need for complementary user entity controls, then service auditor should clearly mention that they have not audited or evaluated such complementary controls, and design and operating effectiveness of these complementary controls is important to achieve control objectives of a service organization. In case of type 2 report, where service auditor is also expressing an opinion on operating effectiveness of controls, he should include a separate section for the opinion paragraph which describes the test of controls that were performed and the result of those tests. Modified opinion. First, there are two parts. First part, if service auditor is unable to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence, and second part, if service auditor concludes description does not present fairly, controls were not suitably designed and did not operate effectively throughout the period. In above cases, opinion shall be modified and report shall contain a clear description of reasons for such modification.